All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. We're back. I wanted to go ahead and inform you on a few things in reference to what's going on with our federal government. Now, you have to understand, and you need to comprehend, you as an American citizen, you have the right to be critical of your government. You have a right to be objectively disagreeable with your government. Because you are their masters, and government should be fearing you and not you, the government. But they have flipped the script on us. So I want to speak about a couple of double standards that you need to be aware of, because some way, somehow, over a period of time, they have totally desensitized us, our minds. And you need to comprehend this. If you begin to go down a path and you start thinking a certain way, it won't be long because, it won't be long before you start compromising. It won't be long before you start rationalizing, and it won't be long before you don't even know exactly who you are, what you believe, and what you should think. That's the reason why it's important that you embrace the truth and don't try to sugarcoat it, anything. There's a couple of Iraqi war veterans that have actually come out of the military, decided they want to do it no more, and some of them in Congress right now who are very critical of our government. And two things they're critical about is this. Watch this. I'm going to show you two double standards, okay? For instance, take this for example. If you and I was to go and sell weapons to someone who is perceived to be a terrorist group, do you know what's going to happen to us? Do you know what's going to happen to us? It's not going to be well for us at all. As a matter of fact, they'll lock us up, throw us into jail, call us terrorists, say we committed treason, the whole 9 yards, and just like the same thing is going on with Julian Assange. I mean, they gonna bring the hammer down on us. But what does our government do? They turn around and arm terrorists in the hopes of overthrowing the Syrian government, and they sell all types of military armament to them. I know, Pastor. It's for the greater good, right? It's for the greater good. No, it's a double standard. And the idea that you can actually pay off debt with debt is nonsensical. Matter of fact, it's chaotically insane. That's what it is. I mean, we are $20 trillion, what they tell us, in debt. And Social Security, there should always be a surplus with Social Security, because most people don't even get to collect Social Security benefits even 5 years before they already done passed on and stuff. They paid into it all this time. Their family doesn't get the money, and they don't get to pay into it. I mean, your family doesn't get to even benefit from what they have paid into. But somehow the government gets it, and next thing you know, we're bankrupt. You know the reason why? Because people have been dipping into the kitty. Politicians have. Funding their own programs, lining their own pockets, playing dog and pony show with us. I mean, let's put it like this. The presidents, the Congress, every single one of them up until this point have enriched themselves. And that's the reason why our country is the way it is now. You can argue if you want. It makes no difference. It's just a nonsense argument. You can't argue against the fact that Donald Trump is bringing jobs back to this country. You can't argue that. Like it, lump it, or not, you just cannot argue with that. But to think that we could turn around and get a credit card and say, you know what, I can't pay my debt, so can you extend my line of credit by another $10,000 so I can pay my bill? What would the credit card company say to you? What would they say? And who says anything to our government? That's the two double standards I want you to be informed of, because, see, if you can't acknowledge the truth in these areas right here, you're going to have problems going forward in your life with everything else. Well, no, it ain't. Listen, it's just all about, can you recognize the truth and see what's going on? That's what it's all about. Hope I said something to stimulate thought. That's what the purpose of this video is for, to stimulate thought. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day.